the distinctive sound of bow wow wow. Do you want to hold me?
I'd rather not. You never know what these things lead to.
No, I was thinking more of a wrestling hold, madam. Because with us today are two leading exponents of the art. Two self-styled Goliaths of grapple.
Grapple. Our cross buttocks are very well thought of by the TV aficionado.
Yes. You may have seen us on the telly.
No, I don't think so.
Our ring names are Man Mountain Jewel and Sky High Sand.
I could think of a more apt name.
That's what women come to see. They've come to have a barge at two great, huge, brawny men battling it out. That's why I cover myself all over in oil. It enhances my physique.
I wish you wouldn't do that, though. You keep slipping out of me hammerlock.
Look, they say that a lot of wrestling is phony. Is that true?
Oh, no. Last week, for instance, me and Jewel had a real grudge fight. We both got our wilds up in the third.
Yes, well, you started it, hogging the close-ups like that.
Maybe, Ducky, but there's no excuse for what you did. That was brutal. Bestial what he done.
What happened?
He grabbed me by the wrist, pinned me down, and broke it.
Your wrist?
No, me fingernail.
Great, Jesse.
He's been on the canvas that many times, they call him Rembrandt. Actually, he used to be a black belt at origami. He'd win by 2 folds, knockout or a submission. Taken from their lovely album Magical Ring, Clannad and I See Red.
Red? You seen one of them goddamn commie pinko sympathizers here? Don't worry, we'll get him. Come on, you.
Dear, oh dear, keep the bomb with blokes like him on the button.
I mean, you aren't thinking if it's going to happen anymore, are you lot? Because it isn't if anymore, it's when. You know this, don't you? That Regan, what an headbanger he is. Even his films are rubbish. Have you seen them? He was a rotten actor. Terrible. He always wanted to be John Wayne and never grew up into it, you know. Because he's just amazing. Have you ever noticed him? He's had so many facelifts, he'd ended up with a belly button on his chin. Huh? You have a close look, you know. And that's not his Adam's apple either, I'll tell you that. So, when it does happen, we've had it. Because he'll be sitting there, like, and somebody will run in the White House and they'll say, Mr. President, and Regan will put down his Frisbee or his Action Man or whatever he's playing with at the time. And he'll turn around and say, what the hell's the matter? I'm sorry to disturb you, but we just got a hotline from the American Embassy in Moscow. Somebody's thrown an ice cream cone into the garden. Regan says, like hell they have. God damn. What would Big John have done? I know. Zap the bastards.
I see he has ordered arms reductions in America now. He's getting everybody to saw the ends off the shotguns. I love that American comic who said, Reagan doesn't dye his hair. That's the colour after white. Sparks from 79 trying to beat the clock. Hello, here's a couple of tourists trying to do the same.
Say, Mac, huh? Am I on the right road for Shakespeare's birthplace? Huh? Go straight on. But there's no need to worry. He's dead.
It's the Style Council. There he is with the Style Council, and I really like it when you speak like a child. Hey, did you hear about the couple who adopted a war orphan and learnt Vietnamese so they'd understand it when it grew up? Of course, English can be a difficult language to learn, especially if you've never been here before.
Darling, this is Helga, the new au pair. She's from Lapland.
Oh, hello, Helga. Come in, come in. Oh, hello, Mrs. Robinson. What would you like for me to do first? Well, in the morning, I'd like you to make the children's beds. Excuse me, Mrs. Robinson, but to making beds, I do not know how. Well, never mind. You can get the lunch ready for... Oh, but Mrs. Robinson, the cooking, I do not know how. I see. Well, what about the cleaning and dusting? Cleaning and dusting? I'm afraid... You do not know how, yes. Well, tell me, Helga, what exactly can you do? Well, I can milk a reindeer.
Temple Tudor with the swords of 1,000 men. It's a lot less bother than a hover. Talking of cuts, the National Health Service has had its fair share recently, isn't it? And in some areas, they're really beginning to bite.
Right, shut up. Right, now, most of you have been to these gatherings before, so I won't explain too much. We're in the very coveted position this morning of actually having a hospital bed to spare. Now, you all know the allocation system, so I won't waste any more time. Who's going to start the bidding? Do I hear measles? Measles, anyone? Come on, this is a hospital bed going empty. Come on.
Measles.
Measles, thank you, madam. Measles from the lady with the spots. Okay, that measles, and you've answered measles. Measles. Pneumonia, thank you, sir, pneumonia. Het pneumonia, then. Het pneumonia. Double pneumonia. Any advance on that? Malaria, thank you, sir, malaria from gentlemen in the wheelchair. Malaria. Come on, malaria, come on, it's not exactly terminal. Come on, I must hurry you. Deep depression from the man on the window ledge. Thank you, sir. Deep depression then. Going to the man on the window ledge. Going. Gone!
Did you read about the doctor in Wales who complained his ward wasn't big enough to swing a cat round in? So the Department of Health acted immediately.